what, Stephen A., I do miss you.
I mean, damn, you ain't got to look mean when you say you miss me. New York, stand up. We winning this series. We winning this series in 7 games. Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, and the crew. You hear me talking to y'all right now. We not losing this series. Now, Jimmy Butler's coming. He under Tom Thibodeau, who he played for in Chicago and Minnesota. Okay, Jimmy knows him. Jimmy's coming for him.
Stephen
but
A., is
Tom
Brick
Thibodeau
coming?
is a defensive ace. That's what it's saying. There's nothing changed. I predicted they were going to lose this game last night. They lost, even though I tried to give a motivational speech to tip the scales. But I expect the New York Knicks to go back to the Garden,
1-1.
handle their business.
All right, well, they're not going to win both games.
They might win in 6.
No.
They might win in 6.
AKA Swagu.
Get him.
I have never, ever in my entire tenure on this show with you cared less about the drivel you spewed out of your mouth than just right now. It means nothing to me. Absolutely, positively nothing. Not even the drivel you spewed about your damn Cowboys. It has never meant less to me than it has right now. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I don't want to hear anything about Green Bay. We got Aaron Rodgers in the Big Apple. We got Aaron Rodgers. That bad man is in the Big Apple, baby.
I believe if the Los Angeles Lakers lose this game, they not only lose this series, but the LeBron James championship era in L.A. comes to an end. I think this is it. You don't win it this year. You don't find a way to get it done. You know, I'm just talking about at least advance deep into the postseason. I don't see the future being brighter for them because to me, if you lose this series, even though you've got an average age of about 26 to 27 years of age on your squad, you're led by 2 dudes. One is old and one looks old half the time. I think this is it. You got to win tonight. You the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm here in L.A. for a reason, Big Perk. I'm here in L.A. for a reason. You got to win tonight. You don't get this done tonight. You going home. You going home. You gonna be the only difference between you and the Clippers is that they took an extra week early. That's it. That's it. You got to get this done tonight because they ain't beating Memphis in Game 7. That's what I believe. It's my turn. The only thing that you was missing was Stephen A's right again. Because I had to tell you this last year, okay? And you didn't listen. I love how you just let that go. You didn't sit up there and give me the love, but that's all right. You got on a nice tie today. I'm gonna forgive you. I'm gonna let it go. Okay?
You
Here's
give
the deal.
yourself enough love.
Damn it, that don't mean I don't need it from you. That don't mean I don't need it from you. That don't mean I don't need it from you. Just because I give myself love doesn't mean that my man Big Perk, because I damn sure ain't gonna get it from Molly. I mean, at least the rest of y'all can give it to me, okay? Here's the deal. The first 2 games, the Warriors are outscored 41-14 off turnovers. Last 3 games, they've outscored Sacramento 56-39.
Were you surprised Dre was suspended?
I was not surprised at all, but incredibly disappointed. Let me say this.
In him or the NBA?
The NBA.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in the NBA. Love me some Adam Silver, and we all know this. I'm disgusted with the NBA this morning. I'm sick and tired of everybody acting like this is just another game. It's not just another game. It's a playoff game. You got to do something far more flagrant than this to be suspended. Now, just for the record, I was on the phone with the league office this morning. Their position is clear. It was the excessiveness of the stomp, how demonstrative it was by Draymond Green, and it was also history. They took those 2 things into consideration. We all know this, just so now, because I got some notes here, guys. Obviously, he was suspended for the 1 game in the 2016 NBA Finals. We all get all of that. That's how the Cleveland Cavaliers won the damn series. They'd have lost that series in 5 games, but that's a different subject for another day. Draymond now has been called for 6 flagrant fouls and 27 technical fouls in 147 career playoff games. The fines that he has paid on top, in addition to his 3 suspensions, he's had to pay $1.26 million in fines. We understand that Draymond Green has a history. I'll get into that in a second. What I'm saying to the National Basketball Association is we understand the investigators go, they interview Draymond Green, they interview Sabonis, they come back to the league office, they give them the information, and then Joe Dumars supposedly is the one that's making the decision. I don't want to hear that. This has Adam Silver's in on this too. And that's fine. You're the commissioner. My issue is you see what Sabonis has done.
Be careful
He's
now.
been going off.
Be careful now.
know, Jimmy Butler and I go back a ways. I'm very concerned because he's that dude. And we'll have a discussion later about over the last 4 seasons what this man has done in the postseason. I understand that. Jimmy Butler is a superstar in the playoffs. He is something special. And he's a rough rider. He's a dog. I mean, he's not one of those people that's just trying to win. He wants to come to Gotham City, the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, and ruin everything for New Yorkers. That's what he want to do. That's the kind of spirit he got. We have to stop this man. We have to stop this man. Now, there's a lot of reasons to be worried because he's hitting threes now. Dropped 42's got 98 points in the last 2 games, completely taken off. We can talk later or a little bit later on in this segment about how much he was helped by Mike Budenholzer, how much he was helped by 13 missed free throws by Giannis, how much he was helped, you know, by Grayson Allen not really paying attention to the clock in the last shot of the game. JJ, let's address a few points. And to the audience out there, this is my man. I love him to death. We can disagree without being disagreeable. So y'all all calm down. We just gonna go and we gonna dissect.
I was very calm in that segment.
I told you was. I'm just
letting know the people at home before the clickbait starts.
I'm letting the people that know in advance. Well, JJ Redick, first things first. You talked about it's very obvious that we didn't play high-level basketball. Newsflash, in this case especially, I don't have to. I've been covering the NBA since you were 8 years old.
I know that.
Let me finish. No, I'll let you speak.
I know where you're going.
No, you don't know where I'm going. You don't know because you don't know what I'm about to say.
You did not listen to me, though, because I can already tell where you're going with this.
You don't know where I'm going.
I want to repeat something I said.
Go ahead.
You guys don't know what is required of the body because you have not played at that high level. I said that at the very beginning of my little diatribe. I want to just, whatever your response is, keep that in mind.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Because it's not about covering the NBA. I'm not questioning your basketball knowledge.
It's not about the basketball knowledge. Forget the basketball knowledge. You think we make this up? You think we don't speak to owners, coaches, teammates, contemporaries, people who are in the league who do know what you know? Of course we have. I'm sorry, I'll speak for myself. Of course I have. Every day. I'm not just coming on the air saying something off of the top of my tongue because that's how I feel and I want to be emotional. I talk to people weeks, months, years. I spoke to 5 different analysts who were former players in the NFL, 3 of them who were Hall of Famers in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm not just saying it. I'm talking to people who experience these things. When you came on the air and we were talking about Zion a couple of weeks ago, what did you say? I've had that injury. I know what it feels like. So what if I went on the air and I wasn't talking to JJ, but I sat up there and I said to somebody, you know something? I just spoke to JJ Redick, and he made a good point because he explained this. LeBron James will be approaching 40. We have to take that into consideration. And if, this is where it's all attached, if you were to lose and be incapable, if you were to be incapable of closing out the series, because in order to lose this series, you will have had to have lost games 5, 6, and 7. That's never happened to LeBron James, like I just highlighted for you. The man is 30-0 whenever up 2 games in any series. He's never lost the series. So if he did that, that would also be indicative of something that's never happened before. Need an ISO. Put the camera on me right now, please. Steve Ballmer and the Los Angeles Clippers should force Kawhi Leonard to retire. I'm done. He needs to go home, okay? It's over. I'm not in any way questioning the legitimacy of Kawhi Leonard's injury. A matter of fact, I'm fully embracing it. I've heard very, very alarming stories about his health. You see people talking about he's walking around all limping all the time. He is not a healthy individual. I'm not questioning his heart. I'm not questioning his courage. I'm not questioning any of that. The man's a 2-time champion. He's a 2-time MVP. I said it the other day, and I said it, and I regretted it only because we heard about some stuff that happened with his family, and I didn't know that was in the news and stuff like that. And I don't wish that enough. God bless you and your family, and I hope everything ends up well for everybody. But he is the absolute worst superstar you could possibly have on your team. He's barely ever there. And on top of it all, he does nothing to market or promote your franchise. Absolutely, positively nothing. Why the hell are y'all looking at me like I've lost my damn mind?
Are you drinking a milkshake right now?
This is a nice sheen to it. It's a little shine.
Now that we're done complimenting ourselves.
Let me help you out. Hold on. I got you. I ain't gonna let you go. Now, I ain't gonna catch you, but I ain't gonna let you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.